let me clear my throat. A must-have for a living room, family room in your home. Invest in really good seating. We're not doing that. So make sure as you are styling, you create a nice intimate space. Give it to me all day long. I cannot deal with the linen blanket storage. If I'm not using it, I don't want to see it. It's good to have green in the space. Your space looking good, and nobody not got time for that. When it comes to scent, gets me every time. Hi guys, class is in session. I feel like a teacher. I look like a teacher, but I'm not a teacher. Hi guys, welcome back to the channel. Hope you guys are doing well and staying safe. My name is Natanya, and in today's video, it's a little bit different. Let me clear my throat. I'm a little bit nervous, no joke, because I'm gonna share with you guys some of my must-have that is important to me in every space in my home and even spaces that I design or decorate or style, whatever you want to use. These are some of the things that are must-have for a living room, family room in your home. This is the space where you spend, besides the kitchen, this is where you kind of gather with your family, you kind of sit, you watch TV, you may read a book, you play games. This is like the hub of the home outside of the kitchen. So I'm going to share with you some of the must-have that I need to have in this space. I think I'm going to make this a series, especially because the holiday time is coming up, and if you're going to host, you want to make sure you have some of these things, or you probably already have some, or maybe some of these things that I have, you're like, oh damn, I never thought about that. But come below and tell me also some of the things that you have that is a must. You can't do without. Before you can create a must-have, you got to know what the space is for and how the space is defined and how you're going to use it. So I'm going to use my home, for example. This space right here this is it. We watch TV, we play games, we relax, we do everything right here as a family, especially with it just being me and JB and Jackson right now. We come home, we eat, we wash our hands and come over here, and this is just where it all goes. So it was important for me when we decided to change our sofa, it was important for me to invest in really good seating. Meaning that hyper fabric has to be good, meaning high performance. Insert also has to be good. I mean, that's gonna be comfortable, because sometimes you may gotta sleep on the sofa. Sometimes you just have to. It was important that we found something really good, so we went to Restoration Hardware, went to the outlet, and yes, I know my sofa is a light color. I know, and it's okay. So not because I like light color sofa mean that we can't have fun and we can't relax and we can't have a good time in the sofa. And because it's high performance, I forgot what it's called. I'm going to look it up and insert what the name of the fabric is. But if you spill anything on it, of course, it just pretty much runs right off. Of course, you got to clean it right away, though. But let it sit there, girl. You got to get to it right away. We have spilled things here. If you drool, you know, I don't allow anyone to eat in my living room. That is my rule, because I know how I live. And I cook a good curry, and I don't want no curry sitting on my sofa. So therefore, we're not doing that. So we eat dry stuff like snacks and stuff, or drink over here, but no main meal to mess with my sofa. If buying something from Restoration Hardware or from a Crate and Barrel or Sea-Between, it's outside of your reach or you're not ready to buy it yet, get Scotch Guard from Home Depot, from Lowe's, from Amazon, spray that sucker down. And it doesn't matter how expensive you're gonna buy a fabric, it still has to be maintained. So you also gotta do your due diligence by, if something spilled, take care of it. If something is ripped, get it fixed, dry clean your sofa, get those things clean. So that's the first thing, good seating. When having good seating, you wanna make sure you have adequate seating. Now, I have two sofas facing each other, so, and I love that idea of the conversation piece, I love that. But also you can create a nice seating area with just using a sofa and two chairs, or using a chair with a drink table. But you want to make sure the seating within your living room space is able to create a conversation. You don't feel like you sit over there, somebody over yonder. You want to be able to create that kind of cozy, intimate feeling within your living room space. It doesn't matter the size. If you have a big space, you're going to create different zones. If you have a small space, then that's even more easier to work with. Just make sure as you are styling, you create a nice, intimate sitting space and conversational space. Let's stick on seating for a little bit. So say for example, you don't have the space to warrant 2 sofas, 2 chairs, blah, 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 blah. Turn to ottomans. Ottomans are amazing for 2 reasons. It's seating and the storage. Throughout my home, I have different types of ottoman. I think behind me over there, I have just a long rectangular ottoman that I got from Target. I have a leather one. I have some square ones. I have one for storage. So those work 2 ways. And within the living room space, because you're gonna play games, and because you're gonna have blankets and pillows thrown all about the place, you can just put those things within the ottoman, put it away, and just have and free up the space to enjoy it and create memories. So do not forget, try and add some ottomans somewhere, or even baskets. Those are perfect too. When it comes to my living room and it comes to blankets, give it to me all day long. But for me, my blanket has to be, I cannot deal with the linen blankets. It needs to be soft and cozy because I wanna use it, you know what I mean? And I've bought some, like look at this one here I have right here. It feels good. This is polyester. I need a blanket that when I lay down and I do this, it holds me. So throughout the year, I go with fur or knitted. If I do have linen blanket, if I do have linen throws, that's just for accent. It's not really for function. So make sure you have those pieces that as you sit and you pull it and you turn the TV on and get you a drink or something, it does what it's supposed to do. Or you know, JB, come and sit beside me. Well, let's get up into this. Let's get up into this, okay? So just make sure your blanket is right. And make sure to have the right size blanket. I try not to buy the throw blanket. I buy like blankets for the bed because I need for it to do what it's supposed to do. So within this space, as I mentioned before, storage. Storage is key to keeping your space looking good, feeling good. Nobody likes clutter. I don't, you don't. So a couple of things that I have in my space right now that works as storage for me. I have baskets and I have a media console that I purchased from Crate and Barrel outlet. And not because it's a media console that means that it can't go behind the sofa or it has to go to the front door. I try to buy pieces that works in different areas of my home, and I would definitely encourage you to do the same. So this media console right here, very bulky, but I have the space for it, so that's why I did this such a bulky piece behind the sofa. And inside I can store my seasonal decor. So as we're getting ready to go into Christmas and all those things, I'm getting rid of I'm putting away my spring decor and bring out the fall and pretty soon the Christmas decor. So having storage within each space I think helps a lot because I don't gotta go far to look for the things that I want to use. I try to store things within the space that I use it. Listen, I know that's a luxury, okay? Because some of us just put the stuff in the basement, in the attic, and then we gotta go find it. If that's what you have to do, group your things in bins and label them so you can know what goes into each space as you're ready to use those things again. But for my living room, I want to make sure I don't see junk. That's like a big pet peeve of mine. If I'm not using it, I don't want to see it. I know. My husband fussed at me all the time about it because I've been moving stuff, move it. Do you know when you're getting married, there's this part of the sermon that said that what is it called? Add something, borrowed something blue around that statement. I love to incorporate stuff from the thrift store into my home. And sometimes it's the littlest things that helps to just don't make it look like everything is from Home Goods, Target, Restoration Hardware, wherever you shop. It gives a sense of uniqueness to your space. So when you go to the thrift store, go to the home section and just look for little objects, little bowls, little trinkets, maybe a little vase that can help differentiate the different pieces in your home and just give just a little bit of wow, that's a good thing. Let's talk about a wow factor. I think wow factor comes in so many different forms, right? Wow factor can be the trim in your space. Wow factor can be your lighting. It could be something like a accent wall in my case, like a wallpaper. A wall factor could be the rug. Wall factor could be an artwork on the wall. The thing that you have to be mindful of when it comes to wall factor is that you don't have too many wall factors. I think the most you can have, maybe the most is 2. Because after a while, when you start having 3 or 4 wall factors, there's no more wow. It's just, okay, so you just like that. So just be mindful for that, one or two. In my case, I think my wow factor is the wallpaper. That is why I took down the artwork that was on the wall, because I feel like I was competing against it. And yeah, because it's the thing that stands out the most in the space. That's how you define your wow factor. So look around your home, in your living room, and think, what could it be? Also, your TV could be a wow factor. It could be, you could have the Samsung TV that plays the role of a TV and also artwork. Or like for me, I have a standard TV, but I go to YouTube and I type in modern artwork, and I get some beautiful screensavers for my TV, and they run from different variations. Some run from 2 hours, 8 hours, whatever you want to be, you can find it. Just be specific in your search of what you're looking for, and you'll be amazed at what you can find in regards to TV artwork. You can also get sounds with the artwork that's going on. Girl, it's free. I don't have the Samsung TV, Samsung Frame TV. I got regular TV, and I just do that, okay? So that's good also. Something that I'm loving is the small drink table. I have two I have from Restoration Hardware here. I love them because you can just move them around the space. You're sitting watching TV, have like some popcorn, a glass of wine. You put it right in front of you and just do what you do. Just have a good time with it. And you can find them so many different places, so many different price points. So I have two that flanks this larger sofa on this side. And I love it because it's portable and you can have fun with it. Greenery. It is a must-have. It is. It's at the bottom of my list because I was like, is it or is it not? But it is. Whether it be real or fake, it's good to have green in the space. I have an olive tree right here to the left of me that I've moved from all over my home, and I like it. I really do like it, and you guys know I love fresh flowers. One thing you can do if you don't want to go out there and spend money on greenery, go outside, cut some branches off the tree, go to a park, because the park is free. Don't cut your neighbor's bushes. Ain't nobody not got time for that. Get the branches, make sure you wash them thoroughly to make sure you're not bringing no bugs inside your home, and just stick it in a vase. They also look good when the live branch get dry. That looks really, really good as well. And it costs no money. You just gotta have like a little shear or scissors and cut it. But I just have a mixture of different ones. I have the olive, I have some dry sticks I got from Crate and Barrel, I have flowers, I have green I buy from the store. So I just throw it in the house, I have different type of green because I realized I like it. No, this is like, I know this is not in no particular order, but if I had to pick one thing for my living room, when it comes to scent, gets me every time. It is so important that the space that you choose to spend time with your family, create memories and host, smells good.
It smells good.
As I'm talking to you right now, my house smells really good. I have a diffuser going on behind me. I have candles lit all over the house because I need that feeling. I need that thing to make me feel like, yes, I'm home, I'm happy, I'm at peace. And scent have a lot to do with that. Now, even though when it comes to scent, it can be so subjective, because one scent may be calming to me, one scent may be calming to you. Whatever scent you like, find the price point that works for you. Invest in beautiful scents around your home. I like, for right now, I'm loving a little bit of sweetness to my scent. Before I was more of a, give me lavender. I need a little bit of sweetness right now. Not too much, just a little bit. And I'm gonna incorporate different scents of what I'm using in my home so you guys can see it. And they're not too crazy. I got most of these from Target that I'm using right now. Scent is so important. Another thing in regards to my living room space, lighting. That thing is bomb. Talk about a mood, a good candle, a good dimmer. I was talking to a friend of mine the other day, and I was giving her an example of lighting, right? This idea popped in my head, and I don't know if I've heard it somewhere just stuck with me, but think about when you're watching a movie, okay? And say for me, my favorite actor is Denzel Washington, okay? He's the main person. He's the star of the show, okay? For a movie to come together, you need Denzel, you need his co-star, You need the we call those actors in the background actors. You need everything around Denzel to make sense, right? For the entire story to be told. That is lighting. You need your main light, which right here, your chandelier or your recess lighting, your your co-stars, your supporting roles, is your art light, is your floor lamps, is your table lamps. Okay? So everything needs to come together to tell a good story. Your lighting needs to come, you need different levels of lighting to come together to make your space feel like, yeah, I got it. Imagine if every time you walk into your space, you gotta turn on this main light, this bright ass light. That ain't no fun. So that's why you have to have levels to it. Main light, floor lamps, table lamps, art lights, and to top it off, install some dimmers. I haven't done that yet. I did it in my basement, but I haven't done it yet on my main level. That's something I want to do before the holiday season really get into full effect, because it's a vibe. It is a vibe. So even if you don't want to change your lighting, because those can be expensive, put in some dimmers. You won't regret it. You thank me later. This video was maybe like 15 minutes, and after my editor do her magic, it's probably gonna be way less. You need your living room to be inviting. You need for it to feel cozy, especially now as we're going to the more cooler months. That is so important. But as I always say, and I keep on saying this, don't allow others to dim your lights. Do what makes you happy. These are things that I've done in my home and I've done in my client's home. It's been working, and I just want to share with you. This is not 100% go for it and make magic. We can all tweak, we can all be inspired. So if you feel like this doesn't work for you, it's okay. Tell me below some of the ideas, some things that you've done to make your living room feel cozy and just feel welcoming, so you can sit and create memories with your loved one. Okay? Thanks for watching. I hope you guys are doing well. Don't forget to comment and subscribe, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye.